underworld ministry. What is going on? I'm so happy to be back with you guys again in this awesome location. First time that we're stepping foot into Louisiana. It's just a place that I've always wanted to go. I've not ever been there yet. And I know so many stories, but this location I don't know. And I'm so excited to learn about this. This is our guest. That's right. If you're a paranormal investigator or you are on Facebook, go on Fairbanks House and watch. We're going to be playing some of these videos tonight, but you need to go watch some of these videos and let's go. Hey, how you doing, Sherman?
All right, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm, like I said in the intro, this is the first time that we're stepping into well, not physically, but stepping into Louisiana. I've been doing this podcast for like 3 years, and you're the first guest that I've had from Louisiana. I'm so excited.
It's a lot of places around here.
Oh man, because like everybody knows about like New Orleans and Mardi Gras, and they don't know about like the history and like how old Louisiana is. That your house is what year is that your house?
1894 was when it was built.
Wow.
That's not the oldest one around.
Was it like a plantation house? Was it?
This was the land. The land there used to be an Indian campground, but there's 3 major plantations, and this is where they were triangular, and they all met on this property. This used to be the slave quarters here.
Okay.
The house sits.
So this is where all the help and everything, slaves, and that's where they lived, or?
Yeah, this is where they kept for 3 separate plantations. They were all families, so they just kept them all with one overseer to keep an eye on everyone.
Okay. Got ya.
This is one of the few places that don't flood. The flat ground.
So what part of Louisiana are you? Are you guys closer to the Gulf or more inland?
Inland. We're close. We're about a half hour from Natchez, Mississippi.
Okay.
Just north of it.
Okay.
We're in the Delta there. Farmland. That's all it is through here.
Got ya. So more, not so swampy, more country, or?
It's country. It's flat here, but you go 2 to 3 miles to the west, it's the hills. It turns into hilly country.
Got ya. So you said there was plantations and slaves and everything. What did they plant on the land? Do you know?
Cotton. It was cotton plantations.
Okay. Got ya.
The original owner of the land, he got this when he married the granddaughter of one of the other plantation owners. They gave him this property.
Okay. Got ya. So I know down here in Florida, like they were back in the day, they were pretty much giving people land, and you can build your house, and you had to have it for 7 years, and you can grow whatever you wanted. We had a lot of sugar cane down here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a couple plantation houses, some throughout Florida still. Not a lot, but what year did you get the house? How did you get the house?
I sell real estate, and the house was for sale. Nobody would buy it. Everybody was scared. It was on TV 10 years ago. And everybody around here is scared of it. They want to get near the house.
Yeah.
I was trying to sell it to somebody else, and something scared him. He left the house. He said he wasn't buying it. And I contacted, and my wife said, I'm crazy for buying it. She wanted to know why I wanted that house. I said, it was on TV.
Yeah.
But it went down pretty bad when I got it.
What TV show was it?
The Dead Files.
Dead Files. Okay. I love that. I absolutely love Dead Files.
Yeah, I've got pictures of her and Steve sitting in the kitchen, and I've got pictures of her sitting on the front porch smoking cigarettes.
That's awesome. Now that wasn't Cindy, that was Amy, right?
Yes, Amy was
Okay.
here.
Okay. That's pretty awesome. Did you own the house when they were there, or
No, it was another man owned it.
Okay, got ya.
He passed away in the master bedroom a couple of years after that.
Oh no.
The daughters had it, and they eventually sold it.
Okay. So how, from when the guy passed away to when you bought it, it was pretty in bad shape.
Yeah, it had bad leaks. Half the front porch was gone.
Yeah.
The house had settled pretty bad in the back. It's still not perfect straight, but we've got it up better than it was.
I mean,
yeah, that's the day I bought it.
Yeah, it looked like there was like a fire at some point off that picture. Was there?
That was just rotten wood, 100 and something year old rotten wood. That roof was leaking so bad. Like I said, half of that porch was gone when I bought it.
Yeah. Wow.
That's after we tore the roof off and put the new rafters in.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. So when you first bought it, did you go into renovations right away, or did you try to get a feel of the house first, or?
Yeah, I didn't think anything about it. Everybody was scared, but I said, there ain't nothing to that. Everybody's just, you hear so many rumors.
Yeah.
I went down and started cleaning it up, and it didn't take long to figure out there was something in that house.
Okay. Are you an investigator? Are you into the paranormal, or are you just?
I wasn't then. I do a little bit now. But
okay.
I try to let everybody do theirs. I don't want to get involved.
Okay.
I just
so you're just the owner and let us in.
Yeah, I will do it. We've got a public one coming up on June 27th.
Okay.
And my friends, they host it. Now I will. Sometimes they just come down and we'll do one. I try to stay out of the pub, out of everybody's way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
My wife had not do anything. She won't even spend the night there.
Oh wow! I mean, it sounds like my kind of place. But when you started doing renovations and everything, what was your first experience to like, hey, there is something here?
EVPs. That's a talker in this house. He likes to whistle. Says, hey, they move stuff around. They do
Is that the former owner that lived there, or is this like back in the day something?
We've contacted children, women. One of the former owners from the 1800s, the original owner, I think we've talked with him.
Wow.
We've got one upstairs that's really nasty. We call him Ian. That's the name he says, but I've had psychics say he's just lying. That's not his real name.
Yeah.
But he's really nasty to people. He says some nasty stuff.
Is it more physical, or he just talks crap?
We had somebody come in and started irritating him one night, and he went to beating and banging and slamming doors. It kind of scared him.
Wow.
I don't mess with him. If he shows up, the rest of them go quiet. I was told that by the former owners. They said this: if that mean guy shows up, the rest of them go hide, and they do. They go silent. The whole house goes silent.
Oh yeah, no, I've experienced that multiple times where I'm talking to somebody and something else comes in, and that's the only spirit that's talking.
Yeah, he scratched people. He's bit people. He don't like to be messed with, and
wow.
If he tells you to leave, he means it. He's not.
Wow.
They believe he's the former overseer of the property. That's what Amy Allen had come up with. She said she believes he's the overseer.
So the overseer of the people, of the slaves and workers and everybody.
Yeah, he's buried about 1.5 miles away, and they buried him on the side of a hill standing up so he could keep an eye on the slaves, he said.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean...
He sounds like a mean old man.
Yeah, Yeah, that's a good way to not to put somebody to rest.
Yeah,
Okay.
we tried to find the
They,
graveyard, but it was damaged back in the '60s by a logging crew, and we can't find it.
Wow. So maybe go pick an area all around the house, a mile and a half and away.
Yeah, the whole town is like that. It's not just this house. And you rarely see anybody out at night. There's plantation houses here that's way older. There's one out built in 1824, built by Jim Bowie's uncle.
Wow.
It's off limits, though.
Wow.
Most,
I was gonna
most
ask, with it being a plantation and being with slaves and everything, do you see stuff on the property, like out in the fields?
we're in town now, but they say the yard's just as bad as the house. But I've seen shadow figures in the yard, and
Yeah.
like I said, when Amy pulled up in the yard, she said she saw hundreds of them surrounding the house. They were after that man in the house. That was the name of the show, Been on Revenge. But he is nasty. He is nasty to some people when they come in there if he wants to be.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to have you send that to me on Messenger. So how long did it take you to renovate the house? You said
almost 2 years.
Wow. You said that a hotel before we went out live, you said there was a hotel that was closing and you were like taking stuff while they were throwing it away.
Yes, it's old as the house. It was a private residence, but they had a big sale and sold all the stuff.
Yeah.
They've turned it into a church now, of all things.
Oh wow.
But it's old too. The rail station. This house has been turned in 1935. The old highway is behind the house, and when they built the new one, it came in on the other side. So Dr. Fairbanks had the house picked up and turned to face the new highway.
Oh. Okay. So it 360'd it.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know how they picked that big house up, but especially in 1935, you know.
Yeah. I don't know.
He added on then too. We got what I call the new part. It's not but close to 90 years old, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the strange part, though. That mean ghost will not come in the new part of the house. I don't know if he's locked out or just wasn't there when he lived there or what it is.
It's probably that.
He'll stand there and watch you, but he will not enter that part of the house.
Huh. Yeah, maybe there's a wall there still that he can't go. Maybe he's stuck in that original. Yeah, that's
because people get scared. They go to the TV room and sleep on the couches because that's the only quiet room in the house really when it gets bad.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't stay there. I've seen too much, and I don't stay there.
Well, if I ever make it up there, I call it Scooby Dooing. I don't Scooby Doo. Yeah. I don't run. Even when
I don't mess with them much because that's when they get you. It's quiet there unless you start messing with them.
Well, that's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
I just sit and listen. I hear more about being quiet. I go there by myself. And
yeah.
It freaked my wife. We were there a couple of weeks ago. And we heard a man's voice in the hallway said something, and she was ready to go then because it was loud. And she was hearing it sounded like somebody dropping screws on the floor upstairs. That's what it's their nails.
Wow.
I've heard footsteps. We've got a growler, we call him. He's been growling at people, and that's just been it's been going on for about a year now, but when he gets irritated, he starts growling.
Growling?
Yes, and that's kind of freaks people out, too. He growls at me every now and then. I just go on about my business.
Yeah.
I was there a few weeks ago. He kept slamming the door behind me. I just turned around and told him, stop that, and went on.
So when you, not to go back in the conversation, but when you first got the house, did you go in and were like, I take care, I'm the caretaker now, we can come, you're cool, I'm cool type of thing? Or
Yeah, I tell them this is mine now. I'm not just. I said I'm not going to bother you. Just I'm not going to bother you. Don't bother me. But I don't
yeah,
help sometimes.
yeah,
We have a shadow figure. I've spot him quite a bit. He watches. We call him the watcher. He don't interact. He just watches.
huh. I
They
wonder,
were on.
I've always wondered if like shadow people are more just curious spirits
Yeah,
than, you know, malevolent spirits. Not every ghost is the D word.
yeah. I was told we've had several psychics in, and she told me it was more of an elemental spirit than a demon. It wasn't.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, she said the land being as old and connected to the Indians, she believed it was a earth
Yeah.
elemental, is what she called it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to mention too. I mean, that's you're talking about plantations, you're talking about all that, but Indians and settlements and all that stuff before those plantations, people forget about the Indians. That
Yeah,
people that were there hundreds and hundred years before we were, you know.
there's mounds there that are 10,000 years old, just out
Wow,
of town there.
that's what I mean. Like they were there a lot longer than we've been here.
Yeah,
Um, do you see that type of stuff in Louisiana? Because I know Louisiana's got like the hoodoo and voodoo and all this stuff. Does that play a part because they had slaves there, or
I don't see much on it. You're not gonna get
okay,
much out of anybody in this town. They want to get near the house. I can leave
okay,
the front door open. Don't have to worry about it. They just.
yeah,
But the land is
oh,
the,
yeah, it's. I'm trying to find a good picture of those pictures are amazing. Whoever took those, kudos to those.
that's my creepy red light. Everybody tells me you need to turn that red light off. The place is creepy enough.
No, it looks perfect.
There used to be a Natchez Indian campground too.
Oh wow.
They were there after they murdered all the French in Natchez, and they came back up to that camp, and the French came up and killed them and enslaved the rest of them and took them back down the river.
What? That's what I'm saying. Just layers and layers and layers.
Yeah. About a mile north of the house, they got what they call the Natchez Fort. The Indians built a fort there to try to keep the French out.
Oh,
But it
yeah.
didn't happen.
We have the Spanish and Seminole War, the Seminole Indians and the Spanish down here in Florida. We didn't have like French, or I don't think we have French, but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we get a lot of German EVPs here. It's strange.
That's
The original owner's he passed away 5 years after building the house. And his wife remarried to another doctor. He was Dr. Dish. He was full-blooded German. So it's weird when EVP in German. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, that is pretty strange. That's not what I was expecting you to say.
No, not in Louisiana,
No, not at all. No. I'm thinking more Creole and Cajun than German, you know?
We've actually recorded some Russian there. Because there was a Russian colony moved in there at one time and bought a bunch of land. They come up from New Orleans. Somebody sold them all that flood land under the bottom. They didn't know, and they had to leave a couple of years. But that's weird too.
Yeah, that's weird. So you just get ran in the house. You get Russian, or more into.
I have one time upstairs where we've gotten Russian. Outside, we get a lot of different stuff. I've been told not to dig in the yard because it used to be an old Indian campground, and there's a slave cemetery around. Nobody knows. It's been covered up over the years.
Wow. Have you done any ground penetrating in the property?
We've had some people dig, but we believe there's 2 graves outside the kitchen window there, but we're not sure. They're like 4 feet wide and 6 feet long. You can see buildups. I didn't notice it till I started mowing the yard.
Yeah.
I want to get somebody in that ground penetrating radar and just see.
Yeah. Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. There's a lot goes on though.
That's why I was asking if, all of that stuff, if you ever get anything on the land around.
I've got a cabinet full of stuff that's been dug out of the yard. We've got horseshoes and toy guns, and there was a U.S. Civil War belt buckle dug up in the yard.
Wow.
During the Civil War, there was Yankees come up from Natchez, and they said they camped with the slaves, and I never understood why until I got to digging into it. It was a colored brigade, and they came there, camped in the slave grounds, and when they went back to Natchez, they took them all back with them.
That makes more sense.
That's where the belt buckle and the buttons come from, I guess, off their uniforms.
Wow. Now, I mean, that's a perfect thing camouflage, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Because that's not who you're not thinking of, soldiers in a group full of slaves,
No, that's what everybody was like. Why would they camp in the slave grounds? It's a colored artillery brigade.
That's
makes why they came up.
Yeah. That's crazy. Now, since you've had the house renovated, how long was it before you started letting groups come in?
My friends came in while we were renovating. We got more during the renovation because now it seems like the house has closed circuit TV cameras. It's motion activated. It seems like they've learned to manipulate those things. I don't know. The best things happen and the camera will freeze. Wow. I don't understand it sometimes.
Yeah, I think they can feel the energy or something coming off of them, or the power, or I don't know.
Sometimes the cameras, you get a lot of static on the camera, like something gets near it and then it'll just cut off and then it come back on like 10 seconds later.
Huh.
They were doing a live TikTok there about 3 weeks ago, and my camera cut off, and her live TikTok cut off at the exact same time for 10 seconds, and then it come back on. And during that time, something growled at them. So.
Oh wow! Yeah, I've been in investigations where my cameras just died, fully charged, full battery, and it's just dead.
Oh, they do that all the time.
Well. Cool. I guess it's a good thing I put another battery in my pocket.
Beacon TV was there filming last year for one of their episodes, and they filmed for a half hour and on one of the nice cameras. And when he went over to save it, it cut his camera off, and it was a full battery, and they lost a half hour of video.
I mean, everybody thinks paranormal investigating is fun until you're sitting in the room and you catch what you're trying to catch, and then it just dies. And you're like,
well, and you got 2 or 3 running at once, and you hear them start cutting off. Like it goes through the house, cutting your cameras off. Someone say beep boop when they cut off.
Yeah.
But you get 3 in a row that cut off. But the house has a lot of history. A lot of backstory, a lot of tragedy in the house too.
Well, you said the former owner, the past owner, died in the house.
Yeah, the previous owner died in there.
Yeah.
Several people have died there. The original owner, he died in 1899. His wife had a daughter on February the 11th. He went out to celebrate that night, and on the way back home, he fell off his horse.
Oh.
And he must have had internal bleeding. He died in the house on Valentine's Day in 1899.
Wow.
In 1900, her 3-year-old son climbed over the stair railing and fell down on the stairs and killed him. She just had a lot of, and her daughter had epilepsy. And back then they thought it was a mental condition, you know, so they kept her locked upstairs.
That now, I do believe that's called the shame room, right?
Yeah, if they got a closet up there, if she started having what they called it fits. She would have a fit, and they would just lock her in that closet.
Oh wow!
It's got an old piano bench and a mirror, and had some candles in there.
Can you imagine just having epilepsy and just being stuffed in a closet?
Yeah, they didn't know what to do. You know, they just thought it was shameful back then. If you had somebody like that, you know, they didn't. Yeah. She lived upstairs. They didn't let her come. She would come down, but not much.
Yeah.
But she had her bedroom and a library, and the library's still there. People still say they see her. She would sit at the window. You can see one of the windows that's lit up behind there on the picture.
Yeah.
She would sit in there and read because she had no electricity. You know, she had to have light. So people still tell me they don't look that way because they see her looking out the window at them.
Wow. Do you have camera setting? I would set a camera up in the yard to the window.
I have exterior cameras, but I've got the windows covered now, but it don't.
Oh.
I watched a video the other day. Somebody was sitting there and said, somebody just turned the light on the dormer. I said, they don't have a light. So I said, somebody pulled the curtain back.
Wow.
I've had blackout curtains. But still traffic comes through and it kind of interferes.
Yeah. Wow. Do you get a lot of that in the windows or just that one window?
I did when I first bought it. I was taking pictures. It might be that picture. I was taking pictures when I first got the lights outside. And I took a picture, and then like 10 seconds later, I took another picture, and there was a lady in one of those big hats looking out the window at me. And I've got a picture of her on the wall in there. It's Henrietta. She got the same hat on. It was strange.
Wow. Was she like an overseer of the house, like the lady of the house, or?
She was the original owner. Her husband had it built when she got married. They got married in 1894, and he had the house built before they got married.
Got ya.
She lived there till 1935. And her son took it over then.
Wow.
They had no funeral home. If somebody passed away, they just brought them to the dining room there and put them in there and had the funeral and everything.
Yeah. Did she pass away in that house also?
She was at her son's house when she passed away.
Okay.
She had gotten sick, and he took her to his house, but he brought her back. They had her funeral there.
Got ya. So pretty much after she passed away, what happened to the house after that? Did the kids sell it, or?
Dr. Fairbanks bought it then, her son.
Okay.
He bought the family out, and he's the one had it turned to face a new highway and had it on.
Okay.
He lived there till 1971. There's a lake about a mile away, and he drowned in the lake.
Oh.
Then his wife lived there till her son. She moved in the house next door. Her husband had a dentist office. He was a dentist, Dr. Fairbanks. She moved in there, and her son and his family moved in the house then.
Wow. So some of these pictures that I wanted to show, just you renovating the house and everything with it new outside. Those little columns are freaking awesome, by the way.
Yeah. I bet
those it looks a lot better. It looks awesome.
I put the rails back since then too.
Is this like when you literally first bought it, walking through the house, or?
These pictures were in the house when I bought it. That's the day that the Fairbanks family had sold it, and they took those pictures when they were leaving.
Okay.
I believe it's 2012.
Did they have reports of activity when they were there too? Do you know?
All the time.
Yeah.
Dr. Fairbanks' mother said she had a shadow figure. He was like 10 foot tall. He would stand in the corner and watch her, and in her bedroom, and then he'd go through the ceiling onto the upstairs room.
Oh, okay. So it was known as, it's always been known as the haunted house.
No, back when Dr. Fairbanks was there, nobody really called it that. But his son moved in, and they said his wife she went to New Orleans and learned voodoo and the seances, and they had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's always those seances. I love them.
Yeah, we had one at the guy from Ghost of Morgan City. He said he came there and had to do a exorcism one time. He won't talk about it much, but he
did an exorcism on the house,
on the house and someone in the house. He said.
Oh,
we were at the Paracon, and he looked at it. He said, "I've been there." I learn stuff every day.
Is this before you bought it?
Oh yeah, way before I bought it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
nobody lives there now. My wife would not stay. If it starts getting dark, she's ready to go home.
Yeah. So it's just to investigate, or is it like an
Airbnb? It's actually an Airbnb, but I had some people come the other day. They stayed 13 minutes and left.
Oh.
They were from Florida. They rented it. It was every now and then these construction companies rent it for their workers.
Okay.
And they stayed 13 minutes. An Airbnb, I have to unplug. I have to take all the cameras out of the house. I don't know what happened. I just had the outdoor camera, the doorbell camera recorded, and it was in Spanish. I don't speak it, but I got somebody to interpret. They said, "No bueno, no." He said, "No good." He said, "No good. I can't do it." That's what he told me.
Wow.
I don't blame him. I don't stay there either.
So
it's noisy at night there.
Is it still listed on Airbnb?
It's still there. I rent it every now and then. A lot of families that come down there, they'll rent it for the weekend. We have birthday parties. That's some of the fun. It's like they get irritated more. We had people doing karaoke, and it really got mad that night.
I mean, depending on who's singing, somebody's going to ruin the night.
Yeah. I get some of the best evidence with Airbnb when outside it tells them to leave, get out. But I can't leave the cameras on inside. That's against their policies.
Right. So during investigations, when you're not renting it out to Airbnb, do you turn the cameras on for the investigators, or
they stay on 24/7? That's my morning routine. I get up and drink coffee and see what moved the night before.
That's awesome.
I tell them I get to ghost hunt more than anybody.
Absolutely.
Whatever's setting my cameras off, it's like a 1 second lag between movement and recording, and it's faster. I call him Speedy.
Yeah.
He shoots through there and sets the cameras off, and he's gone before it starts recording.
Wow.
We did catch him. I've sent you a picture. We did catch him on a game camera, though.
Yeah, I have that.
That was during the renovation.
Want to get into some of these pictures. Now, you said it's Airbnb. This bed is freaking awesome. I don't know where you got it, but I want it.
I painted that bed myself. It was just an old bed I'd found somewhere.
That's my kind of bed. I love it. Now, when you started renovating the house, did you have a certain way you wanted the house to be, or?
Yeah, all the colors. I found an old color chart from 1898, and every color in the house is from that chart.
Okay. So did you try to keep it original as possible, or are you trying to, because it looks like the period.
Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. I don't want to I see a lot of just spook houses. That's what I call them,
Yeah.
I'm trying to put it back like it might have looked, back 100 years ago.
Absolutely. I love this red. I love the red and white with the gold candles. Now,
was
you said when you get the investigations, you turn all the candles on for investigators. Do they turn them on, or do you light up the whole house while they investigate?
I usually do that for the public. You know,
Okay.
like every now and then we do tours and stuff.
Okay.
A lot of investigators just like it dark though.
Dark. Yep.
I've got some that like a little bit of light, but my friend that does it, he wants everything dark.
Yep. I mean, I have all my lights and everything. If I want a different color, I'll turn it, because I don't know, though, you could see better with red and green light than you can with just a regular white light, especially shadows.
Yeah, I have a red light that I use in there to when I need to move around the house. So I can see better with it.
Yeah, it's not as bright. It's a lot easier on the eyes. So we talked a little bit about dead files. Have you ever tried, since you've got it renovated and everything, have you tried to reach back out to them, see if they could come since it's renovated, or?
I've tried. I don't think they're recording anymore. I sent messages, but they just said thank you for contacting us.
Okay.
Like I said, Beacon TV has been there. I should be coming out this year. Pair with a normal, I don't know. They came and recorded.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of YouTubers come in, but nobody majors come. They just not since they came.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about it. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
That's why I do what I do. This is why I love talking to people that people don't know.
Yeah.
That's a big thing about my show, is trying to get the little people so that people can find out who you are. I don't know if you're looking for bookings or anything, but
I've got a website I book on. You get the whole house. Everybody, which room do I get? I said, you get the whole house.
Yeah.
Said,
now, have you ever slept there overnight?
One time.
Did you sleep in the old part, or do you sleep in the new part?
I slept in Dr. Fairbanks' room. It used to be an old porch, and they took it in years ago. He did.
Okay.
Not a lot happens in there.
Okay.
I can just about sleep anywhere downstairs or upstairs is creepy. It's like two different houses. You're dealing with, we got a prankster downstairs. You'll set out REM pods and he'll set it off in one room, and you go in there, he'll set it off in the room you just left. He likes to flirt with girls. We had some young girls there a couple of weeks ago, and we had the spirit box out, and he said, "Girl," and she said, "Yeah, I'm a girl." He said, "I love you." She said, "I'm not but 13, you pervert," and she took off.
I mean, back in those days, there was an age restriction back then.
No, that's what I told him. I said, "Y'all have been married by now at 13.
Oh yeah, you'd be married, having kids, and oh yeah. So, what we mentioned it before we went live. You said there's 3 different attics. Why? How many?
7 attics.
7 attics. Why is there 7 different attics?
The way the house is built, it's just cut up. You've got one on either side of the dormer has an attic. On both ends of the house, you've got one is sealed. We sealed it completely. I don't let everybody in there. It's behind Henrietta's closet, and it's just
got you.
There's another room behind it. We just sealed off. It's just in the storage room, I think. I've never opened that wall up. I've been told by an old man there's a room behind there, and when we were putting AC units in, he said, "You know, there's another room back there." I said, "No."
Have you ever opened it?
No, I peeked in there with a flashlight. There's nothing in there. It's just a little 3 by 3 room.
Huh.
It's behind the stairwell, and somebody told me there used to be a door there, and I guess when they renovated, they just covered it up.
Oh.
But that's where we found all the photos, was behind that room.
That's what I was getting to. So all the photos that I have here, you said some might be family. You said the former owner just likes collecting photos.
Yeah,
Um,
that's family members there. That one I don't know.
right here.
That's one of the family. They said there's somebody in their family. I don't know who.
Okay.
I believe it was now that's Russell Fairbanks Jr., I believe.
And he's the one
No,
that purchased
that's
the
one of his
house.
friends. He was out Fairbanks' son. He was a pilot. He fought in World War II. He fought on D-Day and in the Pacific.
Oh wow.
He was a fighter pilot.
Did he ever come back?
He came back, but he moved to DeRidder and he taught aeronautics at a school out there.
Nice. Nice.
A lot of the pictures he took photographs. He had hundreds of them. A lot of the pictures in the house he took.
Wow. Now, it goes into modern to very, very, very old photos.
That is on the stairwell. If you look, you can barely see the handrail behind it.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, though. The two little girls, that was Nettie and her sister. That was the original owner of the house. Her mother died after having the second baby, and her daddy fell into a sawmill 2 years later. So they were raised by their grandparents.
I was going to ask, did they get raised by family or did they go to orphanage?
Yeah.
Like this photo, like this is that looks around like Civil War era-ish, right?
Yes. I've seen that one online. I believe she found that somewhere. I'm not sure. That little girl looks mean.
She does.
Don't look like she wants to take a picture.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of those photos, that back in those days, they like doing the death photos.
Oh, there's some of those in there.
Wow. I was going to ask, was there any death photos in that pile? Because I want to start collecting death photos.
I've got one on the stairwell. It's a man propped up in a chair, and it looks like a metal ring holding his head, but it's still sideways. And one looks like a little kid and laying on a bed, but it was taken in the house before it was renovated.
Wow.
You can tell it was upstairs. That is Henrietta's grandmother. That's the one that raised her.
Wow.
It gets confusing there because she got Henrietta was the first owner. Her first husband was Henry. Her second husband was Henry.
Yeah.
She named her daughter Henrietta too. So.
Huh.
That's Nettie Fairbanks. That's the original owner of the house. I have no idea on that one.
Yeah. I just thought it looked cool.
I like the picture frame, Miss Cast Iron.
Yeah.
That's the one, the little girl is dead in the bed there. That is in the house. Because we've some of the pictures hanging on the wall or some of the family members we identified by other pictures.
Wow.
I don't know who it is.
That's what I'm saying. Those photos are so cool looking to me. I don't know why. Yeah. It fascinates me a lot. Now, what is this when you owned it, or is this before, or
this one I owned it?
Okay.
They came and done
like local paper, or
yes, local paper came. Then they came back and ghost hunted because they liked it so much.
Wow. Did they get anything?
Something was speaking to them. We get EVPs all the time. We got one that just says, "Hey." That's all they like. Somebody comes in and say, "Hey."
Hi.
Yeah, he just like, I got a T-shirt that says, "Hey" from the Haunted Fairbanks House.
Awesome. Now, a bunch of newspaper and everything, a letter. Did you find this on the property, or
that is an old Bible. We dated it to 1862. Wow. Those were found in Henrietta's closet. There was a crack in the floorboard, and somebody had cut those pages out and stuffed them down through that floor. That's when we were redoing the closet. I had to We found those in the attic, the old 1940s papers.
Wow.
We had to take a couple of broken floorboards out. When I did, I found those old Bible pages from it. But you can see the cut. Somebody took it and cut it diagonally across.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's strange. It's 1862. That lithograph was dated.
I wonder if they were using it for like insulation or something during the winter.
No, it was just stuff down in there.
Cracks.
That's
So
in the middle of the house.
You did send me a picture. I tried to get it in the right order, but you said that you found a picture, or you have a picture of a figure that was walking through the house. Was
Yeah,
this
we caught him. That was a game camera. It took a picture every second after it triggered. You see the first one and the second, and then the third, he's gone again.
Yeah.
It set the REM pod off. What triggered the camera, there was a motion light in the hallway there, and it triggered the light, and it caught him going through.
Now, do you know who this is? Does it show a lot, or
I call him Elvis.
Elvis?
If you look, it looks like he has sideburns, but actually it looks like an old riding helmet or something, horse. That's who we see moving in the house quite a bit, right there. You'll notice him, and he's standing watching you, and he's gone.
Yeah. Those game cameras are crazy, aren't they?
Yeah, it caught the best stuff. Well, I got $1,000 worth of IR night vision equipment. I catch them on a $40 Walmart game camera.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I also have this one. Now, I know tricks of cameras. I know how cameras work. Do you get misty figures like that, or is that more of like a
every now and then? You don't get a whole lot like that. I did see one the other day that was misty, and it's usually a black figure. I have a chair in the TV room that I situated where it's got mirrors. I can look in the mirror and see through the dining room into the hallway.
Yeah.
And it's like I see more that way, because if it realizes you see it, boom, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can clearly see that it's lit up. It's probably a reflection off the wall, or
Probably. I didn't take that picture. That was one.
Yeah.
That's the lady I told you I was taking the pictures. And the picture before that, she wasn't there. The next picture, she was.
Oh, okay.
The lady next door says the lady in the blue dress walks around that yard at night with a big black hat on. I said, that's strange.
Yeah. I was sitting up close and I didn't see it, but I backed up and I could see it clear as day.
Yeah, wow. I wish you had the other picture. It was like 3 seconds apart, and there was nothing there in that first one.
Holy moly! I don't know what to say about that one. Because you can literally see the eyes and the nose and everything.
Yeah, and the big black hat. The picture you went on earlier, Nettie looked like the same hat on. We've had psychics come in. We had one come in. She said, as soon as she walked in the door, something got in her face, told her, this is my house. But that's Nettie there.
I'm trying to go. Yeah. I mean, unless it's like a glitch in the window or something. Yeah, it looks like a hat.
It was weird because I'd taken 2 pictures, and I didn't move. I was just standing out by the road taking pictures of the new lights on the house.
Yeah.
I always take 2 or 3 pictures because I might move, mess up a picture. So I just take 2 or 3 at once.
That's why they always say take it by 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can literally go frame by frame if something's there. Yeah. And I don't remember.
That is a still photo from that shadow. Walked in from the left side and then took off through the door. I have a video somewhere, but
Wow. Oh, I want to get in this house so bad. Every time I do my podcast, I was like, oh, I want to get out there so bad. So you did send me a couple videos that I want to go over. But so you said your wife doesn't go in there at night. You don't go there at night. Do you have a lot of investigators that leave early? You said, well, like Airbnb people leave because, I mean, they're not there for that unless they are.
Yeah. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's not.
Okay.
And we did have a Spanish crew come in. When I went to clean the house, they had every mirror in the house covered with sheets and towels.
I mean, Spanish is very superstitious. Yeah, they believe in all that. I can't say that word. But we have a couple videos that you sent me. So I don't watch these. Oh, I am so sorry. Comments. I have all these comments and I didn't even say anything. Yeah, definitely. They picked up. So there was a house here in Clearwater that they picked up and moved like 4 or 5 blocks down the road next to a lake. And they tore it all down and they built it back up. But yeah, no, I've never heard of them just picking up a house and turning it. That's new to me. I wonder if he sees activity trying to figure out how to get in the side of a house. Maybe. Oh, that's probably when we were talking about the new edition.
Yes. You sit in the TV room and watch. He stands at the dining room walkway there. There was a TikToker there shooting a video a few weeks ago, and she was coming down the hall. And when I come around the corner, that thing runs straight up on me. I guess she was scared of it or something. I don't know.
Wow.
But he stops right there as you get to the dining room. He can't come past there. It's weird.
Yeah, for sure. I no tools, no nothing. Like that's pretty much how I get a feel of the house before I even bring stuff out.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you get a lot of energy setting up there, especially if the cameras know, or the spirits know what you're setting up and they know how to use it. I wonder if the spirits get excited.
I think
because they have something to play with, because they know what it is. Obviously, they manipulate it. They make it go off.
My friends are DNS Paranormal. They came so much. They came in one day at the front door and the camera on the stairwell. I said, "Oh God!" Like they're here.
Like, oh,
it gets
God.
after them pretty good. They were pretty loud the other day on the stair, and it's real loud all the way. It said, "Shh, Mark, be quiet," you know.
Yeah. Wow.
I've never heard EVPs like I get it. Mainly on the stairwell. That's probably one of the most active spots.
Yeah.
In the room upstairs, it's very active in the vaulted room, we call it.
Yeah.
And that's the only room in the house that the floors are painted. And I recently found out there used to be a pentagram painted on the floor and they'd painted over it.
Oh.
Some of the previous owners had done some stuff in there. That's when they called in the guy from to come in. Yes.
I mean, that's a good reason to be bringing an exorcist in.
Yeah. I wish it's still there. You can stand in the middle of that room and the EVP meter just pegs out sometimes. There's nothing there.
Wow.
And we couldn't figure out what was causing. We believe that's what it is.
Yeah. 727 Paranormal, absolutely. I would love to team up there and go there. So before I play it, I mean, we only have a couple videos. So when you get investigators, what's the time frame that you allow? How much you charge? How much?
On the weekends, it's like $300 a night.
Okay.
It's from like 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock the next morning. You get the whole house. You do. I'm not there because my wife's gonna leave about dark.
Yeah.
She will stay for the public paranormal investigations, but they're usually over about 11. So.
Okay.
But she stays in the TV room.
So you do group investigations and then you do private investigations?
Yes, you can, like I said, people can come in with their group or they can come in by, I've had people come by themselves.
Okay.
I don't suggest it because it's not it seems like it, but that's really when they catch the best stuff for is people there by themselves. It's quiet.
It's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a one-man crew over here. So if I ever come, it'd be just me. Yeah. Unless 727 wants to team up and go head over there. I'm down. But let's get into a couple of these videos. If you haven't watched the show yet, or you're watching this on YouTube later, I don't watch any of these videos. It's all live reactions. I haven't seen a single thing that he sent me. So I'm watching what you're watching. Let's get into it. I gotta play that again. Hold on. Wow.
That was an audio recorder left in the house when nobody was there. Upstairs. That was in Henrietta's room where they used to keep her locked up. And I put it on Facebook, and the lady said, "Where'd you get this recording of a mental patient having a fit?" I said, "That is strange." She said, "I work at a mental hospital." And she said, "That's one." She said, "That's a mental patient having a fit." I said, "That is." We thought it was a cat at first, but
wow,
it's got more of a sound to it.
I mean, now that you say that, like I literally have chills because I mean, I can literally imagine that girl being stuffed in that closet just in the dark, and that's what you would hear.
Yeah.
I gotta play that one more time. I'm sorry. Hold on. God, it's just freaking, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. How can you just hear that and just be okay with that? You know? Wow. Dang, that's heartbreaking to hear. But let's get into another video.
We like to be left alone. All right.
Okay, we're going to leave you alone.
Was that a voice recorder, or was that a spirit box, or?
It's some type of spirit box they had, and it usually just puts out 1 or 2 words, but that one just wants to be left alone. He said, "Okay," he left. That's my friends. They come all the time, and it kind of it gets after it calls him really nasty name.
Yeah, that was clear as day. Like, get out, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. Wow. All right, I got one more.
Are you a child? Yes. No.
I love that Cape Cod. I love that.
That's one of the few I know how to use.
Yeah, I love Cape Cod. But I mean, you can literally hear something in the audio before the planchette even moves.
Yeah, tells them no, but then the planchette moves to yes. That was strange.
Yeah. Here, let me play that again.
Are you a child? Yes. No.
Wow. Now, when you say you hear audio, like audible voices just out in the blue, is it that clear?
Yes, you'll hear it. It'll tell you just it likes to whistle too. You'll hear something knock at it. Whistles at trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Did I send you another
Wow.
one? That was my favorite one. Did I
Yeah,
send
I
you
got
one?
one. Yeah, I got one
That's
more.
my favorite. His mother had gotten scratched. They were doing a dual Estes session in that drop bedroom.
Yeah.
He'd gotten scratched and he got mad. And it's one of my best EVPs and it's my funniest to me.
Got you. All right. I'm excited now.
You want to do anything? You want to touch me, scratch me, whatever? I'm right here. I'm open for it.
Do you want to hurt Ben?
Hold
We
on.
heard that one downstairs.
Let me play it one more time. Does it say you're not shit?
Yeah.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, we were watching that live on the camera downstairs, and his daddy went to live and said, that thing just told him he wasn't shit.
Wow.
You
Hold
want
on.
to do anything? You want to touch me, scratch me, whatever? I'm right here. I'm open for it.
Do you want to hurt Ben?
You can hear that shit clear as day.
Yeah, that's Ian. That's the one that causes problems. He scratches. When he gets enough of you, he tries to run you out of the house, basically.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
best to leave him alone.
No, that's the one I'd be going to look for.
Yeah. I could have sent you videos, but I didn't. They were TikTok videos, but there was one. It ran the investor. He ran them out of the house. They left.
Wow.
So he went to beating and banging. He got mad. He had told them to leave, and they wasn't. They had a Jacob's ladder. They unplugged it from the wall, and like 2 minutes later, it turned back on and when he plugged in.
Wow.
He was really on a tear that night.
Though that tower put some serious energy off in that house. So that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. Oh, we get quite a bit in there.
Sorry, my phone keeps going off like crazy. I swear every time I have one of these podcasts, something goes crazy. Every time we start talking about ghosts in this room, the ghosts don't like it, I guess. Yeah. But you said that you mentioned that you have a website. If you hit this QR code, it goes straight to his website. What kind of stuff can they find on the website?
It's got some pictures. I'm not real good at that.
Okay.
But you can see the calendar, and it's got a little bit of information about the house. I need to work on it some more, but I'm not.
Hey man, if it works out, it works out.
Yeah. I'll be able to go on the equipment myself for this old school stuff. I can do that, but I can't operate a computer.
Yeah. Wow. So this is your Facebook QR if you want to hit that if you're watching this on live or later on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe. I'm almost at 400 subscribers. So if you're on YouTube right now, go hit that subscribe button for me. But Sherman, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this cool house. Like I said, it's the first time in Louisiana, but I hope I can get it there and investigate it sometime because this house sounds awesome.
I love it. My wife, everybody around there says I'm the crazy man that bought the Fairbanks house.
It's all good. There's got to be one crazy guy in every town, isn't there?
Yeah. One lady told me the other day, it's 4-lane. She said, I get in the far right lane when I go by there. I said, that's why.
No, really?
She said, now don't look at it. I have people all the time, why don't you wave at me when I'm there? He said, I ain't looking over there.
So is it more of like the old timers that used to live there, like the more elderly people that know this house, or
Whole
everybody?
town. It's a small town. Everybody knows the house.
Okay.
They don't.
Even with it being renovated and everything and look nice and nothing?
I've had a couple locals come and she was there maybe 10 minutes. The spirit box called her name and then they called her the B word, so she left.
No.
I used to have another lady that used to come. She passed away though. She loved it. She would come all the time.
Yeah.
We were there
If I lived close enough, I'd be there all the time too.
Yeah, we were doing a public ghost investigation like 1:30 in the morning, and we're all upstairs. All of a sudden, we heard somebody knocking on the front door. Everybody's like, "What is that?" I went down to open it, and the man said, "Is my wife here?" And she was upstairs. She said, "I'll be home in a little while." But everybody jumped when he beat on that door. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's high tension. Everybody's expecting something, and yeah, big old bang usually.
Yeah.
Good people usually start running. But yeah, definitely I will message you about the episode for Dead Files and get the name from you again.
Okay, season 6, episode 6. Read. 6. One more has been bad.
Yeah, for sure.
It's called Bent on Revenge.
Bent on Ravine?
Revenge.
Okay.
What's weird, the guy that owned the plantation is buried in Jacksonville.
Florida?
Yep. They took the property after the war for taxes, and he moved to Florida.
Huh. Everybody seems to move to Florida.
Yeah.
Seems to be a thing. I don't know why. But thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. And hopefully we can get you on again sometime, maybe investigate the house a little bit or go to the house and walk through. Or
I don't have a lot of rules. I know a lot of these places do. I did ban the Ouija boards.
Yeah.
Because we had some teenagers coming there and decided they were going to call up demons and stuff. And I said no. They went to the store and bought one,
No. That's a big
not here.
Yeah.
Not here. I think a lot of the Airbnb people think it's just a gimmick, haunted house, but
yeah. Until you find the real haunted house.
Yeah. I had one, they told me I can't stay here. I said, that's fine, I can't either.
Yeah. That's why I live in a different house.
Yeah.
But I hope you have a great night, Sherman. Thank you for coming to talk to us.
All righty, thank you.
All right. Everybody that's watching or you're watching later, remember, always stay creepy, friends. Have a good night.